whatever. Hi, I'm Dawn, that farm wife, and today I thought I'd bring you along while I dehydrate some garlic. So I got a bunch of garlic, and I won't be using it up, so I thought I would go ahead and dehydrate it. And it's pretty, if you have a dehydrator, I think I have an Excalibur is the name of mine. But anyway, so the first part of dehydrating garlic is the worst part, okay? Peeling garlic is not my favorite job. Let's just say that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all this garlic separated. Some of it's not good. That's kind of the reason why I'm trying to get it taken care of. But anyway, so let me show you, then after I get it all peeled, I will show you the next step, okay? Oh, how do you peel your garlic? Because I have this little garlic peeler doohickey. It does an okay job. Let me see if I got it real quick here. It is this little rubber thing. I got it from a Pampered Chef party. So you put a garlic in there. You roll it back and forth. Hopefully you can see this. And the peel comes off while it's in there. And after a while, this thing fills up with all the, garlic peel, and kind of I don't know, it just quits working very good after a while. Anyway, so then my other method is, crushing it with a knife. And then the peel comes off a little bit easier. Sometimes that's not going to work very good either. I've tried the heat it up in the microwave method. That didn't really seem to work. Anyway, let me get them all peeled up. All right, step 2 is pretty easy because I have this handy dandy little chopper thing. In fact, it's called the Handy Chopper Plus. I believe it's made by Black & Decker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of my garlic in there. Oh, I also want to tell you, when I was peeling all of it, I also cut off the root end, and I cut off also any imperfections or any blemishes on there. I don't want those in my dry product. Ooh. Like there's one that I missed, so let me cut that off. Voila. All right, so my handy dandy little chopper. You could do this by hand, but this is easier. Or if you had the patience of a saint, you could slice them, put them on your dehydrator trays. But I have found that this works the best for me. So you don't want to puree it or anything. You just want to get a kind of a fine chop, small pieces. All right, I think that's pretty good. So then what we do, so this is the dehydrator tray. And as you can see, there's a bunch of holes in it. So no, you cannot put your garlic in right on top of this. So what I have is, I bought these for the tray. I don't even know what you call it, a tray cover. But it allows you to like dehydrate, like fruit leathers, things like that. You could put it on there because you can't bore through the holes again. All right, so you just take your put it on the tray. If there's any extra big pieces, like I see some in mine, I'll just take them out, chop them up a little bit more. What you want to do is spread this around the tray. And garlic's kind of hard to do this with because it's like sticky and wet once you get to this point, right? So what I'm gonna do with this when I'm done dehydrating is I will put it in a blender and make garlic powder out of it. Another way you can preserve garlic is, like, I chop it up just like this, and then I throw it in a freezer bag and I throw it in my freezer. And then, you know, if I have any dishes that need garlic, you just take some out of that freezer bag. And it's actually pretty good as far as, oh, there's another end I missed. Like not sticking, I mean, you put it in a freezer bag, it is like a hard chunk of it, but it breaks off really easy because you've chopped it up already like this. All right. One last. I am going to put this in the dehydrator and continue to keep chopping all of my garlic and putting it on the trays. When I'm all done, then I'll come back and show you what the settings are. Anyway, so let's get this done. All right, so I got my trays all loaded up. It's turned on and going. You can see all my trays here. I think I got about 6 trays of garlic out of this. And as it dehydrates, you can kind of spread it around a little bit more because it won't be sticky anymore. But I have this going at 115, and I set it for 12 hours. But of course, I check it along the way just to see how done it is. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. So you can get the Excalibur with, I guess, a clear lid or cover, so you can watch it while it's dehydrating. I didn't want to pay extra for that, so I don't have that. But I did like this model when I was looking to buy an Excalibur. You know, it just had great reviews, and a lot of people online were using it to, you know, do YouTube videos on dehydrating. So that's the one I got. Alright, so the dehydrator's all done. It clicked off in the middle of the night. And so now we're going to take it off the trays. And how do I know it's done? We do a little snap test. If it breaks and it's not bendy, then it's done. So what I do is I just test a few pieces that are big, and that way I know that all of it is done. So the next step, we're going to get it off of these trays and into the blender. All right, as you can see, I've got it all in the NutriBullet. I actually accidentally turned it on without you. I'm sure you missed that noise. But anyway, so basically, just NutriBullet. Just took a few seconds, and now I have garlic powder. Isn't that pretty good? So I just store mine in mason jars. Funnel might have worked really well right there. All right, so this is ready for the pantry. Now, I guess you could put an oxygen absorber in here. I really haven't had any problem with it clumping after I've made it. If your jar is nice and dry, and you keep it sealed up, it does fine for me. Well, there you have it. Homemade garlic powder. Super easy to make. Worst part was peeling garlic. So if you have a dehydrator and you haven't used it yet and you're just looking at ways to use it, this couldn't be simpler. Peel garlic, chop it up, put it in the dehydrator, put it in your blender, NutriBullet, or you could use it just as minced garlic. So what could be easier? Well, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.